why don't homeless people go to church? A big reason a lot of homeless people don't go to church is because they don't feel like they're going to be welcome there. They might feel like they'll be judged. They might feel like there's nobody there they can relate to. And that's a problem. They shouldn't feel like that. The thing is yeah, it's great that we're feeding the homeless and we're clothing the homeless and we're doing all these great things for the homeless, but we're still bringing the homeless to us when we do that. So a big thing that we need to do, church, is get out there and talk to the homeless people and let them know that they are welcome. And when they do show up at church, make them feel like a part of the community. The problem with a lot of these homeless people is a lot of them don't have money, and then they feel like to be part of the church, they have to have the financial contribution, and they shouldn't have to feel like that. It should not be about money. We should be welcoming everybody regardless of anything. And what happens in a lot of churches is they do become social clubs, and everybody gets along with each other, and there's nothing wrong with that. We want to be around people who are like us. But that's the thing about Christianity, that's the thing about Jesus, is he flips everything backwards. We want to be around people that aren't like us. That's the whole point about it. The more that we're around people that aren't like us, the more ability that we have to be able to share with different people and be able to relate with different people and be able to understand where different people are coming from. If we're always spending all our time with the same friends and same family, we're only going to have that same experience. It's almost like eating the same meal every day. We want to try to experience different foods. So what we want to do as a church is we want to get out into the community like Jesus asked us to and go talk to everybody, especially the people that feel the most rejected. And here's the thing. I was at church one day last fall in California, and there was a homeless person there, and I guess he came in every now and then. He was getting some food and getting some coffee. He wasn't even there to worship. And one of the church people who lives there, another homeless person, lives at this church, walks by me and says, "I can't stand that guy." And I really wish I had spoken up and said something in that moment. But what I did instead is I went and checked on that guy and see if he needed anything. And he did. He needed a napkin or something. And when I brought it to him, he didn't even say thank you. But it didn't matter. It's not about me. And I'm not saying I'm better than that guy. I've been that person too, but what I'm doing is I'm challenging myself to grow. So part of that is I'm going to challenge you to grow as a Christian and get out on the street. Let's talk to the homeless people. Let's make sure that they don't feel rejected. Or if they don't want to go to church, let's find out why, and let's work out those obstacles so we can start bringing them in. Your church should be full of homeless people. Every church should be full of homeless people. The homeless people, you're going to help them spiritually, physically, materially, who knows? But if we just reject them and say that they're rejects of society and that they're worthless, then what's going to happen? It just reinforces that. And does God want them into the kingdom? He most certainly does. So let's go bring those people into the kingdom. Thank you. God bless. Have a great day.